this video about government in ancient Greece and Rome. We're going to take a look at Greek government first. In ancient Greece, you had roughly three types of government. A government, which is called an autocracy or a monarchy, meaning government by one person, often a king. The second form of government is called oligarchy, which is a small group of often wealthy, noble people who rule. They make the rules together, they vote, and they make decisions in small groups. The most famous form of government from ancient Greece is called direct democracy, and it began in ancient Athens around 500 BCE. This is a form of government where all adult men with civil rights can vote on laws, on the assembly, and who gets to be in government. This meant, in order to be a citizen and be able to vote, you needed to be a man, free-born, and your parents needed to be Athenians as well. Meaning, women, children, slaves, and people who were not Athenian were not allowed to vote. Democracy in Athens needed to be protected. Athens was often threatened by oligarchs such as Sparta, the age-long enemy of Athens, other kings and monarchs who want to take over power by themselves, or even enemies from within, called tyrants, sole rulers who took power by force. In order to protect their democracy, the Athenians made up a system called ostracism. So, for example, if you had a tyrant, someone who wanted to take power over by themselves, the Athenians could, once every year, cast a vote. All adult men with civil rights could write down the name of a person that they thought was gaining too much power. And if that person got more than 50% of the votes, they would be kicked out of Athens, and democracy would be protected for another year. Over to ancient Rome. Rome had two types of government in its history. First, also beginning around 500 BCE, was the Roman Republic, where the consuls, the most important rulers of Rome, were the head of the magistrates and the Senate. The Senate advised the consuls and advised the magistrates, and together they all made the laws. These people, formally speaking, were elected by the People's Assembly, a group of Romans with, again, civil rights, as long as they were men, and as long as they were adults. The People's Assembly in Rome also elected the People's Tribune, a person who had the right of veto, meaning they could block any law that theoretically threatened the rights of the ordinary people. The Roman Republic disappeared when, around 27 BCE, a man called Octavian Augustus took power in Rome. This man became the first emperor of Rome. He was the head of state and had the sole right to appoint generals, the senators, and the magistrates, meaning this man had all the power in Rome and the huge Roman Empire. You could also call this a form of autocracy or monarchy as well, except that the Romans controlled far more land than the Greeks ever did. So, now that we have looked at 5 different forms of government from the ancient world, which one do you think is best? Try to think of an argument for and an argument against each form of government. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again in the next video.